Hi, I'm the Brewmaster. Welcome to the Blind Eternities Tavern. You know, around this time of year, everyone starts asking the question, what do I get for that special person in my life that loves Magic the Gathering? And I'm here to give you the answer, because that answer is always more cards. Whether that's a bundle or a booster box or individual cards, who doesn't love going through a whole pile of stuff and finding the cards that really fit into the decks that they already play and maybe discover some new decks that they want to build? Now I know what you're thinking, how do I know which individual cards I should buy for somebody? And the answer to that is simple too. You sneak into their house, organize their entire Magic collection, digitize that collection, and then cross-reference it against the EDH Rec most played cards, sorted obviously by the archetypes that they already play. And then you can fill in the gaps with the cards that you own and what your budget can afford to fill in the rest of those gaps to really give them that magical experience. It's easy. No, don't do any of that. That's terrible. You're terrible. If you're going to give a gift to a Magic player, don't give them more cards. Magic players notoriously have too many cards. If you're going to give a gift to a Magic player, give them boxes. Give them deck boxes. Boxes that hold multiple decks and dice. Give them boxes that hold other boxes, so that way they can hold their boxes on the go. Give them boxes for storage, boxes for travel, boxes for their decks and cards. Give them these things. Whatever you can find, Magic players need boxes. So just give them boxes. It's the best gift. You unwrap a box and inside is a box that holds other boxes that hold tiny boxes that hold cards. No. Stop. You're both wrong. Magic isn't about that. Magic the Gathering is a game built on community. It's about sharing space with other people. If you're going to give a gift to somebody who loves Magic, give them something that allows them to show that love for Magic. Give them t-shirts and hats and pins. Something that allows them to be clearly recognized as a Magic the Gathering player no matter where they go, 24 hours a day. Because we all know that anyone who plays Magic the Gathering, that is their entire identity. And we need to make sure that they can shout that to the world. No, none of you are right. Or all of you are right a little bit? Gift giving is hard, and I want to talk about it. So pull up a chair, have a seat at the table, and whether you're a button mash hack and slash controller bash, or a meeple moving mastermind of maps, mats, and minis, if you ruffle it at the awful riffle shuffle scuffle, or if you're a click clack pick attack number ball luck sack, we're all here for the same reason. I'm Jake. Let's talk games. So before we start talking about gift giving in Magic the Gathering, there's one topic that I want to discuss first. And that is how we receive gifts in our hobbies. Because to us, Magic the Gathering feels like a really big game. But to the rest of the world, it's fairly niche. And chances are, if you have family members that are giving you Magic stuff or Yu-Gi-Oh stuff or Pokemon stuff, whatever your hobby may be, they probably don't understand it. So I ask that if you receive one of those gifts, explain why it's cool. Explain why you want it. Right? Tell your mom about Felthius and the Tainted Cohort and how it's not technically out of print, but the rules no longer exist for it. And so it's this set of monopose models that are really unique and kind of stand out from the rest of your army in a cool way. Explain to your brother that that box of maximum gold that he got you just has a weird collection of rares that you really like in a special gold border rarity that tends to tilt people for some reason, and you're just really excited about putting some of those into your Yu-Gi-Oh deck to have the maximum mismatch between the rarities of the cards in your deck. I think it's really special and fulfilling for the gift giver to know why you want those things and become a little bit more excited about being able to give you that thing that you want. So now let's talk gifting in Magic the Gathering. There's 1,000 videos out there about good products to give to people who play Magic and good ways to navigate a sort of blind gift-giving experience. But I want to take a slightly different approach because I think for most of these holidays, whether that's a birthday wish list or a Christmas list that you're giving out to people, there's some sort of guidance that is given to the gift giver. And I want to talk about first how we craft that guidance in a way that allows people to know what we're looking for when they buy us gifts. And to that end, I think broadly families fit into one of two categories. The first is the Amazon wishlist family that wants a brief description of the item, a link to where they can buy it, and then a checklist that they can use to mark off which gifts have been selected by other people and which haven't, so that way they can make sure that you get everything you want for Christmas. And then there's the vision board family that wants a selection of interests and cool things that you've found that they can use to navigate to find something kind of in that space that may or may not be exactly what you want for Christmas. So when we build out our wish list, we should do it with that in mind. That some of these items should be easy to check off a list, and others should be more loose guidance that we can provide to people to allow them to find a good personal connection between you, along which to navigate that gift-giving experience. So let's go ahead and break this down. What types of gifts are really exciting to get as a Magic player? I think this is something that evolves over time. When you're just getting started and you have a very limited collection, one of the coolest gifts to receive is more cards. And the way that you give more cards can vary based on personality type. Personally, I really like getting things like pre-constructed decks that give me a jumping off point, and I'm not too picky about what those decks do or where you find them. Right now, Costco has these bundles that come with a deck and a few booster packs, and it's a really cool, entirely packaged gift for somebody who's fairly new to Magic. Bundles are nice in terms of a box of random cards, but just like a booster box or booster packs, it's kind of random. It probably doesn't help them too much in, the specific thing that they're trying to pursue as a player. But some people really like cracking packs, and that can definitely be really exciting for somebody who doesn't already have a lot of bulk. If somebody does have a lot of cards already, they're probably not looking for a lot of random stuff. They probably have a short list of individual cards that they want, and you can go through their wish lists on various platforms if they have those spelled out. Personally, I have exactly one individual card on my Christmas wish list, and that is unglued basic lands. I don't care about type or quantity. This particular card I can never have enough of. I want to run them in as many decks as I can, and they're fairly expensive, and in the scope of things that I'm willing to spend money on, this is a purely vanity item that I am not willing to generally purchase myself. So it's a great gift as an individual card for me. But the reality is giving individual cards isn't too satisfying unless you already know a lot about the game. So in terms of card product, I think I would use that to navigate. It's mostly based on your own personal connection to the game and the person and how well you know that that gift is really going to hit home. I know thinking back, I got a Phyrexian Tower for my birthday, and it was definitely a card I've been looking for a long time, and it fits into my CEDH deck, and I've been running it ever since. And so certain cards like that can be really exciting, but for the most part, I would stick to more boxed product or box products for anyone in your life that's playing Magic. If somebody's a little bit more involved in the game and already has a good collection, you're generally looking at more box type stuff. Deck boxes, boxes for deck boxes, storage boxes, different things that allow them to better store, organize, and carry their cards with them, especially if they're frequently going to local game stores and other events where they want to take those with them. If you're talking higher end in that respect, I think fancy deck boxes, custom one-off, this one's leather, just cool kind of conversation starter pieces can be really exciting for somebody to open, especially if they're personalized. I have this Stein with the Magic colors on it that my wife got me for Father's Day a couple of years ago. And I really enjoy it. It's a cool piece of decor. It's a cool conversation item. It's something that's really special to me. And it's super personalized in that way, right? I have that story and that connection that I can go back to. Sometimes, though, when we're requesting gifts, we get it wrong. We don't request in a way that allows people to know what we're looking for. And I think back to a very specific Christmas in which I asked for Magic books. My dad rallied the whole family and coordinated with everybody to get me almost the entire collection of all printed Magic books up through, I think, Mirrodin at the time. And so I have a prolific collection of Magic reading material. But not everybody makes that connection. And my grandfather got me a very hefty tome that's a slightly different Magic book. It makes for really good reading, but is somewhat unrelated to the Magic the Gathering lore. But thank you, Papa. I enjoy reading it. It's got a lot of good stuff in it. I think it's really cool to give and receive gifts in these hobbies, in these unique spaces that we don't often explore. And I think it's a good way to make those connections. So now with those types of gifts and types of things and some of the pitfalls that we might run into when we're asking for that, how do we actually structure a wish list? Well, again, I like to keep it really simple on singles. Just a small handful of things, maybe one or two, and be aware of the price point that a lot of people are going to be shopping for. Nobody wants to spend your entire Christmas present on a single card. So keep it fairly accessible and simple. Try to keep the list short for individual cards and individual products, and then give a little bit of space for the people that want to shop around a little bit and find something really special. If you're looking for specialty deck boxes but aren't too picky about the specific one, maybe put some examples up. Show some ideas. No links to purchase, just some interesting jumping off points for the type of person that wants to go hunting. For some of the sealed product, maybe list a couple of different categories and colors that you really enjoy. I think it's cool when you were shopping for a gift to have that aha moment of finally finding the perfect thing. And it might be as simple as saying you're looking for a green pre-constructed commander deck. If you don't have too many recent green constructed commander decks, you're probably going to get something new, and they're going to feel like they found the exact thing you were looking for. If you're looking for just bulk boxes and less interesting stuff, keep it budget. Don't look for super high-end things. Don't try to really exercise other people's wallets in pursuit of the specific products that you're looking for. And give a variety of things. Allow other people's personality to come out in the gifts that they are giving. For things like books and other physical products that don't exist within the game, maybe put up the list of what you already own, just to make sure that if people are going out there looking on their own for things that loosely fit those categories, they don't end up buying something you already have. But again, a lesson that everyone has to learn. If you get a gift of something that you already own, be excited. Nothing hurts more than giving somebody a gift and them going, "Oh, I already have this one." That makes you deflate like nothing else. I think we've all had that experience with the little 3 or 4-year-old. Please don't be doing that if you're over the age of 12. It's just really not a great look. So I hope this was a little bit helpful. Talking about how we separate these gifts into the shopping list or the collage, and how we can build our own gift list for others to step into their hobbies and their interests. Find things that we can form connections over. And I hope that if you do get a gift from somebody who knows nothing about it, that you'll take a second to share why it's exciting. Share the joy and celebration and connection. It's been really nice talking to you.